So, question 9 here, page 49 of the David Anderson book is the one we're going to deal with today in the video. So, the figure shown in figure 3.39 is the elevation of a hemisphere A and a sphere B in contact with each other and resting on the horizontal plane. Draw the elevation and project the plan view of the solids. Draw the projections of a diameter 40mm sphere which rests on the horizontal plane and touches the hemisphere A and the sphere B. Show all points of contact. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is draw the plan and elevation of A and B. So I have the elevation set up here already, and the plan here of the hemisphere is drawn in as well. Okay? So in this question, they left out a piece of information for us to solve it. Okay? So there's a little mistake in the book. So we need this distance here, or some distance, just to get the elevation drawn to be able to do the plan. So what I meant that was 20mm there. So the distance between the two center lines in elevation is 20mm. Okay. So when I have that set up, right, so to get it, the sphere B here in plan, I'm going to have to draw it out to the side of the hemisphere, bring it down, rotate it around, and find its final position down here somewhere. So I know how high the center point is going to be because it's resting on the ground. So I can just draw this straight across. And then I can add the two radiuses of the hemisphere and the sphere from this point here, swing it, and then I can draw the sphere again. So 96, so this is going to have to go here. 96. So I added the two radiuses. I can get the radius of this sphere again and draw it in its temporary position. So this is hemisphere A. This is A. This is the final position of B. This is the temporary position of B. Okay. I can bring it down to my center line of my hemisphere. Bring it straight down. Rotate it around. And bring down my final position here of B. I can draw in B here in the bottom. So, under pressure with space, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a little sheet underneath it. And I'll just put a bit of tape on that as well. So this question is big enough. So radius there for B, that's it. So that's now the final position at B in the plan. So to get the point of contact here then, what I can do in elevation is join the center of the temporary sphere back to the hemisphere. Where they cross there, I can bring it down. To my line, rotate it around. And where it stops here then is when we join B and A two centers. So we join here to here. It's that point right there now. That's my point of contact in plan. Find the final position and elevation then, I just bring it straight back up. And I bring across the point here where the temporary sphere is point of contact. So there. So I'm actually going to do that in green now, just so you can kind of see better what's going on. So I join the two centers here first. Drop this down. Turn it around. And my two sensors there. And bring up the point of contact here. That's how I got that. So that's part A of the question complete. Okay. So the next thing now, it wants a sphere of diameter 40 millimeters in contact with both of these. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to draw the sphere in contact with the hemisphere, draw it in contact with sphere B, bring them both down, swing it around till I find its position here, then bring it back up and draw it up here. Okay, so I know it's a diameter of 40, so that's radius 20. It says it rests on the horizontal plane, so I can measure 20 millimeters above the XY line and draw a line across the page. So that line there now, I'm going to do it in yellow, okay? Somewhere along that line is where the center of the sphere is going to be. Okay? So all along this line, it has the possibility for the sphere to be, because that's 20 millimeters above the XY line. So I'm going to add the 60, so I'm going to put 80 on my compass, in the center here, swing it, and I can draw in my 20 radius there. So I'm adding the radius from the hemisphere and the sphere, which is 80. Swing it from the center of the hemisphere there. Set the 20 on my compass. So that's the temporary position of C touching. That's the temporary position of C touching the hemisphere. And I do the exact same now for B. I add two radiuses and I can swing it there and draw it in. So it's 36 and 20, 56. And I'm at 56 on my compass. From the center of B, swing it until it crosses that line that I've drawn, that's 20 millimeters above the XY line. Radius of sphere, see here now. So that's the temporary position for sphere C. Touching the sphere B. So C here is touching A. So I just bring it straight down to that center line for A. Straight down to there, and I can rotate it around from this point here now. Sphere C over here is touching sphere B. So I must remember to bring C down all the way to the center line of B this time before I rotate it around, okay? So A here now, C must come all the way down to B because it's touching B in the elevation, remember? And I can swing this point around from the center of B in plane. Where they intersect, that's my final center point for C in plan. So just get the radius again. Got it. That's C now in its final position in plan. At the drop in elevation, I can just bring it straight up. I already have the height of it, which is that yellow line. I can just drop straight back in here. So that's C now, its final position in elevation. Small bit of accuracy there by me. Should be touching, two of them should touch. Okay. So that's all the spheres found in our drawing. All we're left with now is our points of contact. Okay. So it's the exact same really as sphere B, as hemisphere A and sphere B. So what I'm going to do, from the hemisphere, I'm going to join it to point to sphere C, the construction sphere C. Where they cross here, I'm going to bring it straight down. I'm going to rotate it around. This is very close. Yeah, see, look, it's very close to where the circles are. I'm going to join A, center of A, center of C. And where they cross there then. That's my point of contact in plane. Bring it straight back up to elevation. And just bring across my height here. Starting here then in elevation. With point A, now I need where points C and B are in contact. So, same thing, join your two centers from your construction sphere C to B, where they cross the two circles, bring it down to the center line here of B, swing it around B here, very close to the actual circle itself, swing it around B, join from B to C here in plan, where they cross right there. That's our point of contact. So we bring that back up to an elevation. We bring across the original point of contact here. That point right there. Point of contact sphere C. So the same construction was done as this green one for the other two spheres to get all the points of contact. Okay, I won't do it in any other colours because I might confuse you with all the different types of colours then. But the exact same construction is done. So you join from the center of whatever spheres you're trying to find to the construction of the other. Where they cross, bring them down, rotate them around, join from the centers in plan. Where they meet, bring it back up and straight across them. Okay, so that's the question fully completed there with all points of contact.